Hello and welcome, everyone. This is Terribly Live. Wow, it's been a while since I've been live. I am here tonight with two amazing special guests who are also cannabis consumers, but they're actually not growers. They're actually part of the Twitch family that I've been hanging out with, you guys. So I want to welcome Patrick Richardson tonight and Lanzirelli. Welcome, guys.
Thank you so much for having us. It's super nice to be here. I've never streamed through YouTube, and then we're also streaming on Lanzi's Twitch, and to have this cross-platform pollination, it's real nice. I'm happy to be a part of it.
So
Thank you again.
Exactly. Thanks for mentioning
Thank you
that
so
because
much.
literally this is the first time, Lanzi and Pat, that we are actually live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So this is the first time for me too. So we're live around Lanzarelli's stream. I'm going to get YouTube pulled out here just a minute. Pat, can you tell everybody how they get contact you through Instagram, or what's the best place to reach you?
Generally speaking, my Instagram is Patrick Richards underscore, but the best place is twitch .tv/ Patrick Richards, spelled exactly as it is in one of these corners here. Yeah, and that's probably the place I'm most active. I'm gonna try to be posting a little bit more on SoundCloud as well this year. But yeah, mostly Twitch, and then Instagram is where I have some fun posting, various life stuff. I do thrifting on the weekends, and people like that I post about that because it's tie-dye related, and that's kind of intertwined through my stream on Twitch. So
Awesome. That's fabulous. And Lanzarelli, what's the best way people contact you?
Definitely on Twitch or on Instagram. On Twitch, my name is Lanzirelli, and on Instagram, it's Lanzerelli. And Discord is also good. It's Lanzarelli with an I. Discord.
Awesome. Thank you. Also, after the video's over, I'm going to go back and we're going to post their links underneath the video for you guys all so you can go follow them. It's super, super important for all of you out there that don't do social media. I just want to tell you, we super appreciate all the followers and all the amazing comments that you leave us. It is so nice, and it's amazing and rewarding. And that's why we continue to do this. And we need your help to also help spread our information, because they're not the nicest people to us cannabis people. We kind of, get the little short end of the stick. So if you could help us get the information out there, please go follow, please share, please subscribe. It's all free. Come on, come hang out, come have fun. So, shall we smoke? Let's smoke. I'm going to smoke some peach power. I'm going to show you what it's like. It is, oh my God, it's like one of my favorites. Here you go. Woo! There you go. Oh, I almost fell out of my chair. Wouldn't that have been a good one? Blooper. And what is Pat going to be smoking on? And then we'll let Lanzi talk what she's going to smoke on.
it definitely makes for some good content, both falling out of the chair and the cannabis. Some I9 from yourself. It's fantastic. I don't know the actual name of it, but it's labeled as I9, and I'm just gonna be smoking out of a bowlski here. Also, what up to the Twitch chat over here? I want to acknowledge everybody.
Yeah, say hi to everybody,
chilling.
Pat. Yeah, go for it.
Ebert, Tim Padilla, Tacosaurus Mex, Lee Cullen Musica resubscribing for 3 months. I see you. Lanzi, you should talk to your people. You should talk to your people.
Thank you, Pat. What up, Ari Moon Jelly, Bobby Bats, Oak Daddy DJs, Tacosaurus Mex, Cthulhu, Ebert, Timpadilla, Lee Cullen Musica. Thank you so much for the resub, dude. I really appreciate you. You're fucking awesome. Omnom and Serena Slack and Coobird. What up, guys? Thank you so much for joining the stream.
Awesome. I'm going to give my chat a shout out. We got John Maddox in the chat. We got Bingo Lombardi in the chat. We got Big Moins in the house. How are you guys? I haven't seen you guys for a while. Ari's jumping in my chat for the first time. I got Pat in the chat for the first time. This is going to be amazing. I love bringing these communities together is really what it's about. You know, cannabis brings people together. If nothing else, cannabis really, really brings people together. And I just love sharing it with everybody. So super happy. Lanzi, are you guys all ready to smoke? What are you smoking on tonight? What are you feeling?
I'm also smoking I9 from
Woohoo!
Tara Lee.
Awesome. All right, y'all. Heat up when you're ready. Let's just kind of smoke. Y'all, whoever's loading bowls out there, whatever you got going, let's do this. Cheers. Mine's about 20 seconds out. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Space Taco. Hello, hello. So awesome to see you all. Thanks for being here. We're going to be chatting to Pat a little bit here. As soon as we get going, we're going to find out what's Pat been doing and how he got here and all about Pat's story. So if you got any questions for Pat, go ahead and send them my way. We're going to put him on the spot. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Excuse me.
Woo. Awesome flavor. Oh, and drink water. Woo! Drink water. Okay.
This is so wild. There's so many chats to talk to.
Isn't it crazy? It's like the ADHD nightmare almost.
I dream of moments like these.
Woo! Okay. Well, first off, I would like to know when Pat first consumed cannabis.
Okay.
And who was it with? Explain the moment. Tell me about it. Bring us back in time.
Let's back all the way up.
Okay.
So growing up, I grew up in a big house with like my grandparents, my uncles. And my one uncle was straight edge. So for the longest time, I was like anti-cannabis or drinking or any kind of anything, just because like, I don't know, I grew up around somebody who I thought was really funny, and they were kind of like the person that I gravitated towards. And then getting into music more and more. As I grew up, I started listening to like Bob Marley, and like it was really I fell into a summer where I was listening to a lot of Wiz Khalifa with a bunch of friends, and then I started listening to Bob Marley, and it was really music in a way that made me gravitate towards smoking. And it's kind of weird how it worked, because then through DJing, I didn't allow myself to ever listen to house music when I was ever getting baked. So it led me to find a lot of other kinds of music, because I never wanted to mix. At one point in my life, I didn't want to mix the two because I was just afraid of, I don't know, liking it too much. It's actually great. But I was young, I was naive, and it led me to find at that time though so much new music, because I just didn't want to mix the two things for whatever reason. I eventually did, but yeah, it was kind of like the music that I was listening to at the time that made me swing to one way. And then the first time I smoked, it was probably just with, no, I mean, it was definitely with just a bunch of homies. It was 419, because they told me that you don't get baked your first time you smoke. So we were going to smoke on 419 so that on 420 I could get baked for the first time. So we ended up smoking. I didn't know what weed cost, and we were just chilling out with a bunch of homies. So I just like bought an eighth for like everyone. I didn't really smoke any of it. I didn't take any of it home. They just kind of blew down on the eighth. I didn't get stoned, but like I smoked a couple bowls and coughed a bunch, and that was that. And then the first time I got stoned, we were in the back of my friend's car. Somebody handed me a bong. I was listening to trance music, and I decided to, for some reason, I thought I could smoke through a 16 bar trance music, section and just keep inhaling and inhaling. I didn't know how a bong worked or how hard it would hit. So I just kept going, and they just let me because they knew the outcome was going to be hilarious. So yeah, I cleared it, and then I coughed a lot, and then I had to leave because I coughed a little too hard. Obviously, it was what it was. And then I came back to the car sweating with, my fucking eyes shot to shit. And they were like, wow, Pat's baked for the first time. I was like, yeah. And then my friend DA, he just passes me a pair of headphones and he plays this crazy screamo song. Like, it's unbelievable. But the production on it was fantastic. And at the time I was wearing, all through high school, I was always wearing these big doofy fucking DJ headphones, even bigger and doofier than these. So I just thought he was just like, all right, cool. And then he played another song and he's like, you ain't never heard anything like this. And he pressed play, and he sure as shit was right, because he played Digital Mystics tune Haunted, which is literally like, in the history of dubstep, it's arguably like the second dubstep song printed to a dubstep label. There was music here and there out and about that was two-step garage or had the thing, but there was finally a label that called it dubstep, where a dubstep label started releasing dubstep. And so it's the second release on this label, and he just plays it for me. It's this beautiful, minimal, spacey, weird tune. And that kind of changed my whole perspective on music, on how I operated as a human moving forward after getting like baked and hearing really trippy, cool sounds for the first time. Like, completely changed my life.
I love hearing the story. You're a really good storyteller, by the way. Love it. Love it.
Thank you.
Lance, how about you, Lanzirelli? When was the first time you consumed, and who got you to? Do you want to describe it for us?
Absolutely. My story is not as beautiful, I feel, as Pat's was, but my first time was at a friend's house. I was younger, and we were having a sleepover without the parents home, and we went to this neighborhood treehouse. And everybody went up in the treehouse and had a little smoky smoke, and I did not. I stayed down out of the treehouse. And then we went back to the house, and then I smoked at the house. And then I also smoked so much that I coughed too hard and things happened. And then I got really stoned, and then I'm like, dang, this is a whole thing. Everybody got in trouble but me, because they didn't see me in the treehouse.
So you stayed up in the treehouse?
No, I did not go in the treehouse. Everybody else is in the treehouse with me. I wasn't about to go in that treehouse.
GG. Good game.
Sometimes that heart tells you a little bit. You listen to that heart, it tells you what to do, doesn't it? Huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, keeps you out of a lot of trouble. Well, I've told my story on here a little bit, but I didn't smoke till I was 42. And it's a whole nother story till after surviving cancer, and a whole nother, that's a whole nother ball of wax. So it's kind of important to me that I hear about people's stories, because everybody comes to it in such a different and unique way. I feel like the cannabis plant has taught me so much, and I wanted to grow her before I even smoked her. And so there's just so much about it. Pat, what were you going to say? Go ahead.
So, like, that being said, a lot of your people on your platform here on YouTube know the Tara Lee story. We got a bunch of people over here that you hang out with literally every single day that don't know the Tara Lee story. And honestly, I don't know the Tara Lee story. So if I'm sharing my story, I think over here on Twitch, we would love to hear a little bit of the Tara Lee story.
Okay. I won't fast forward it that fast. Okay, well. Born and raised Mormon. I've shared that a little on over there. Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit, Ari and I. I was afraid to try it. I literally was afraid to try it. I had ovarian cancer. I'd survived ovarian cancer, had chemotherapy, went through all that. The worst part was losing my hair. That fucking sucked. Losing your hair sucks as a woman. Oh my God. But the drugs and the medication, and I was on so many antidepressants trying to figure out who I was again and trying to find that person again. And they don't tell you that you're going to be a changed person. You're never going to find that person again. The doctors just keep giving you more drugs. They're like, here, let's throw something else at you, like, here. And I just knew that the medicine was just not right for me. And I wasn't right in my headspace. I was doing things that weren't right. I wasn't, just wasn't listening to things. So I decided I had a girlfriend that had grew it. Now I can't even talk. Her husband and him grew it. And so medical patients here in Washington State, it was legal. So I was able to go actually see what she looked like. And when I saw her, I was in love with her. She smelled amazing to me right away. And everybody's like, oh, they stink. They stink so bad. Oh, no, she didn't stink. She smelled amazing. So then she gave me some flower to smoke at home if I wanted to consume it. And my husband, of course, was a stoner. He had smoked back in the day. So he actually had to teach me how to inhale. Didn't know how to inhale. So we're out literally out in our backyard where I live today at the age of 42. And I'm learning how to load a bowl. And my husband's teaching me how to inhale. And I take the first hit. And I'm like, okay, when am I going to feel it? When am I going to feel it? And he's like, you don't feel anything yet? Because my husband is a lightweight. Oh my God. He has one little hit and he's just to the moon. And I literally had to smoke the whole bowl and then another bowl. And then it was 3 bowls. And then I finally felt a little bit. But I also believe when you are on that much medication and on that much other things, your body has a lot going on in there. And it's a lot before that good thing gets to where it needs to go. And so you got to consume a lot of it for a long period of time. And you got to really get to know what's good for you over a period of time. And you got to wean yourself off of things that aren't good for you. And you got to listen to your heart and listen to your head. So, and now I love to grow. I just love to grow and I love to share the plant. I told Pat, there's 2 things about me now. I used to do hair. I used to be a hairdresser and I used to own a salon and used to get to buy my time. Well, you don't get to buy my time anymore. I'm not for sale. My time's not for sale and nor is my weed. I love to share both. And that's what I'm doing here with you guys tonight. And I appreciate and really respect you being here tonight. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now going back on you said your husband's a lightweight. Unfortunately, I don't think any of us here are. So I'm going to pack up another bowl just as we're talking.
Let's do it. I know all my friends out there are. You guys ready to load up? Do it again. Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead.
I'm going to actually throw up. I have a timer here that we can go off of.
Yeah. That's awesome. I need to learn how to do OBS. Yes. If you guys go over and check out Lanzi. Oh, wait, I should put Lanzi's. Let me get Lanzi's. We need to share all your links. Lanzi, let me put you. I'm going to put you as a moderator. Moderator Lanzi in my chat. And then Lanzi, you can put links in my chat now. There. I should have done that from the beginning.
So thank you.
You guys have no idea. Okay, anybody that is on YouTube and does YouTube and anybody that does Twitch, it's completely different. There's so much more on Twitch that these guys have to do and behind scenes that we don't do on YouTube. It's crazy the difference. There's so much. And for single people to do what they do on this is amazing. Amazing. Just saying. Lanzi, do some shout outs over there. Say hi to your people.
She's modding on YouTube. Her first time in a YouTube chat and she's modding. Sorry, we need to take You need to take a
Super
vote.
Mod of the Year. Yeah, Super Mod of the Year.
Oh no, that's Tim.
That's
Coobird, Pink Bro, Lily Bull, Lee Cullen Musica, Cthulhu, Patrick Richards, the Oxymonacanthus, Bobby. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Oak Daddy said, really appreciate you sharing, Tara Lee.
Yeah, I also really appreciated that story. I
Got a lightweight gang.
and we got a timer going off. Cheers, both the chats, both the everybody here. Big up the Lurk Crews.
Cheers.
And the lurkers are important too. I love all the lurkers. They're beautiful.
Oh, excuse me.
What up, El Camino? Cheers, y'all.
So, I just have to say, like, I'm realizing, like, through life, and I know that, like, through my healing journey, and I'm going to call it my spiritual learning journey now, I guess, that I'm on, that I'm realizing, like, how much of an empath I've been my whole life, and how much I've been drawn to just really special people, and how much I've been able to just want to talk and learn about people, and how easy it is for people to talk to me. And so someone told me the other day how amazing it is that I hold space for people. And I'm like, I don't know what holding space means. And then all of a sudden, I had a friend that posted on Instagram the definition of holding space. How crazy these things just come across, right? And it was basically how someone can listen to someone and hear their story without judgment, and they can literally feel it. And I'm like, oh, now I get it. Because I've done it as a hairdresser my whole life. I sat behind a chair and people told me all kinds of stuff about their stories. And I just love people. And so in loving people, I always love to hear about the healing journey, right? And cannabis is such a healing plant. And so also I believe music is so healing. And that's also what brought me to YouTube. And that's also what brought me to Twitch was the music. And oh my God, funny story. I wish Drake was here to tell it, but I told Drake, one morning Drake and I were hanging out. I'm like, Drake, I came across this new music on Twitch. It's trance. There's this trance music. And, it's not trance. It was trace music, right? Right? Trace? Or am I saying it which way? Is it trance or trace? Now I'm confused.
Trance is right. Trance is the right.
Trance is right. I was telling him it's trace. I came across this trace music. And he's like, what? You mean trance? And yeah. So it was a whole nother funny story. Yeah. So that is how I ended up on Twitch. And then I ended up over here on Pat Richards' stream. Oh my God, you are so welcoming and just so inviting. And you play the like most upbeat music. And I don't even really understand DJing. Obviously, I'm new to the whole world of DJing and the verbiage. So how did do you want to start about maybe how you became about DJing first, or what do you want to talk about? I love it all.
Well, it's your question, so you tell me.
I don't know where I want to start. If it's music or Twitch first, where would you like to talk?
Oh, I mean Twitch. I mean, I found Twitch like randomly because I got this random video game emulation box called the Ouya, and it came with Twitch preloaded as one of the applications on it. And then I found like the speedrunning communities and stuff, but I wasn't really an active Twitch user, like ever like in chat until the pandemic, when like everything kind of stopped spinning in the world, especially in the music world, and so many talented creatives pivoted over to Twitch. And I've kind of just went at it. Like I had a kind of a regular schedule. Like when I first started, it was kind of just like every day because I was spinning for like an hour just for like my homies while they were playing video games. That's kind of why I hopped on Twitch. I never foresaw any kind of where my life is right now when I started it at all. I had started working at like a full-time job. They had let me go, and then I just put 40 hours a week into like the Twitch thing. Music, though, music has always been a part of my life prior to even being a DJ. I danced. I love dance. I love movement, flowing your body through the way sound makes you feel. Um, I didn't really, I kind of knew about DJing and kind of loosely was DJing before I knew I wanted to be a DJ. Like I kind of had found the music just because I have family that listens to it and they brought me out to like a random show. It wasn't random. It was Ultra Music Festival in New York City, and I can't remember if it was 2000. I want to say it was '06 or something like that. It was in Central Park. Benny Benassi played, and this is when dance music was dead. I saw dance music when, if you were to book Benny Benassi in Central Park, an ultra promoted festival, you're selling 10,000 tickets before you can sneeze. Like, that is what it is. And there was maybe 500 people at this, ultra music festival. So I never saw like dance music even as a grandeur thing. When I had kind of fallen in love with it, I was just kind of like, this music is cool. People are spinning glow sticks. The music is pumping. The visuals are cool. I'm by far the youngest person here, like by far. And that's the way it always was, especially when I was first getting into it and like first going out to shows and going out to like festivals. I was always by far the youngest person, but always, surely, if I wasn't going with like somebody that I knew, I looked young enough that some random person, some random group would be like, we're looking out for you. Like, and it just became this place where I felt very comfortable within the dance music world because I could go out and within a group of strangers just make friends. And when I first started finding electronic music, even I was living deep in the Poconos. Like my parents, I have to drive 15 minutes to get cell service to my parents this day. Like my road to my house didn't get paved till I was like 18, deep in the sticks. So I didn't even have like people that I interacted with musically that like understood. Everybody called everything that I listened to techno music because there wasn't like this broad understanding of a difference between tech house or techno or house music or dubstep. It was all just kind of pounding techno music, right? So I eventually found like one friend out there that he was like a senior when I was a sophomore, and he was playing some random records. It's really still to this day really forward thinking, like more IDM. So it wasn't like palatable for like people. I wanted to play more palatable stuff. I like palatable, uppity, feel good music, and I just didn't ever have that. Didn't ever have people that I even talked to that even knew what the fuck this music was. I would stream on Omegle, just like going through person by person, waiting for somebody who would just let me DJ for them out of my Logitech speakers into my shitty camera microphone, just so that I could interact with anybody who I didn't know anybody who interacted with electronic music. Because like when I found this, it wasn't this widespread thing that it is now. So like where I found music was kind of, I mean, I found the electronic music there, but like it's taken me a long time. I was even in, dance music scenes, but I wasn't making like good friends through it until I found Twitch. And it's people that share a love for the music and share a love for genuine community. and it's not all the other things that come with the greater trying to be in a dance music scene. So like, yeah, I don't know if I'm answering your question. I'm kind of just rambling stoned here.
No, I love the story. I was going to ask you on top of that. So like, how many years have you been on Twitch? And like, how do you feel like you started out on Twitch, and where do you feel like you've moved, and where do you feel like you're going?
I mean, it wasn't until I threw myself at it full time, and was doing like, there was a time where I was doing like 8 hour sets, like a few days a week, like, and it was hard on my body, but I just wanted to see what would happen if I gave this thing that I love the same 40 hours that I gave to somebody who paid me a paycheck. And yeah, I don't know.
So my listeners cannot understand hard on his body. Okay. Come and watch Pat. You'll understand that hard on his body. This man moves the whole freaking thing. Like, he has so much energy, and the vibe is so fiery and amazing. It makes you want to get off your ass and do something around your house. I can tell you, he makes me want to do a little bit of housework. I really appreciate the energy. I love it. Love it. Love it. Lanzi, am I missing something with Pat? You've been with Pat way longer, obviously, helping him as a moderator. You help so many people as a moderator, by the way. You're an amazing person. So welcoming to the chat. Everybody loves you. Please go ahead.
Where should I start? As far as how I found Twitch?
Wherever you'd like, or if you feel like I left something out on Pat, I need to tell Pat a little bit, ask Pat a little bit more, or if you feel like you want to talk about how you found Pat and where you found Twitch, or how you got to Pat through Twitch. I don't even know your story. How you got to go for
it. So Twitch was just like video games for me for a really long time. I watched like Street Fighter tournaments and Marvel vs. Capcom tournaments for a long time. And and then I found Dota 2. And I watched a lot of tournaments for that. And that was fun. But then I kind of stopped going off of Twitch. I think I only watched like Video Game Donkey other than that. And then the pandemic happened, and I found out that Major Lazer was streaming on Twitch. And I was like, okay, well, I've never seen this dude DJ at all. I'm not my music journey is much different. It started with me being taught to listen to everything from my family, and I really did. My parents were deadheads, and my dad specifically had a really wide range of what he liked, and my mom really likes a lot of classics. She has really good taste as well, and I was listening to music all the time growing up, and yeah, so with Twitch, I found Major Lazer during the pandemic, and I thought that was cool. And then I found out there were other things, and I tried out a couple of them. Kind of forgot about it, and then I started doing actually a cannabis community situation. I joined basically just hanging out in live streams on Instagram. And I met Greg Boy, and Greg Boy introduced me to wrestling that I didn't know that I enjoyed. And we watched this streamer who basically played replays of wrestling matches and stuff, and that was fun. And then we started talking about music, and Greg Boy showed me house music. I had never heard house music before. As far as I was concerned, I had no idea what it meant. I literally asked him, what is house music? Like, what does that mean? Are they in a house? I have no idea. And so he showed me what Detroit house music is. Greg Boy's from Detroit, and it's awesome. It is so cool. And then we watched a lot of YouTube videos, uh of some house music, and then some guy live DJing on a bike through big cities, usually drum and bass. I'd never really listened to drum and bass before. I'd heard it throughout my life, but I'd never really made the connection that it was a thing. uh, and that was really cool. And then I decided, you know what? I saw Major Lazer on Twitch. I wonder what else I can find. I found a lot of different streamers, but in our specific community, I found Music by Sahar, and she was on her couch with a bunch of pillows, a bunch of like stuffed animals, and her bong on the table with all of her weed stuff, and just was hanging out. She had a big controller in the middle, not big, but you know, it was a controller that I had never seen before, and she was playing music, and she was just hanging out, getting stoned, and it was really cozy, really cool. Started branching out from there. Eventually found Pat, and it was within days. And I was addicted immediately. When I started finding the music, I was just like, holy shit, there's so many different streamers, there's so many different options, like so many different people play so many different things. And as a joke, one day, Desfinato Music, uh he said, who wants to be a janitor? So whoever wanted to be a janitor said something in chat, and he made all of them mods. And so that was like my first mod sword, was from Desfinato Music. And then and it was as a joke, but I did learn things. Like, I didn't know what commands were. I actually asked Tacosaurus Max a lot of questions because she was a mod. And yeah, I learned a lot about things that I had no idea existed on the internet. Like, I knew there were moderators, but I didn't know anything. I didn't know about commands. I didn't know about chat bots. I had no clue what was going on. Um, so yeah, and eventually I ended up modding with Tacosaurus Max for Patrick Richards, and that's where we're at.
That's awesome.
It's
I
been
love
a
that.
couple of years. In a
Couple
I think in a
years,
month. Yeah, in a month it'll be 2 years.
2 years. Wow. How many streams have you done?
Okay, so the number is misleading because I did a lot more streams. The 456 streams that I have done, um, they that number signifies how many streams I've done since pushing this full time. When I started like going at it full time, I decided to put a number on it and start counting. I'm blessed to be able to have done this for 456 streams. Um, I did it kind of alongside prior to doing it this much. I was doing like two 2 hour streams a week, like Monday and Wednesday, like uh, probably since like April or May in the pandemic, so 2020. Um, yeah, I kind of just, I don't know. I would love to know the actual number of how many streams I've done. And then I've also done like a handful of streams on a secondary gaming channel that I have as well, because I kind of want to branch out the two. Originally, it was because we wanted more emotes, but I just logged into Twitch today and they gave me 25 new animated emotes. So I don't really need more emotes, is where I'm at. But still, getting that channel to like an affiliate would be is a goal that I want to do sometime this year. It's just finding the time and making content on that channel that differentiates. So like video games. I want to do a grilling stream sometime this summer. I love grilling. I don't know.
That's
Why.
always,
It's just
that's
nice.
all. Yeah. Lanzi, did you need to make any shout outs over there? Do you have some stuff over there going on? I'm sorry. I haven't given you a chance.
We're all good. Everybody's chilling.
Hey.
We got a shout out for Desfinato Music, and we should get a shout out for Tacosaurus Max. Ari Moon Jelly, Omnom, Lee Cullen, Musica, Spawna Goats, Cthulhu, Baby Doll. Thank you guys so much for hanging out.
Literally want to bring these communities together. So like any links that you want to put in my chat over here for YouTube to follow or anything we can put in there, or we can put in after chat too. Like I really think it's important that, social media communities bond, especially across, platforms with community related events.
Yeah, I agree. Eights, thank you so much for the subscription. Everybody, this is Tara Lee's link. She's on YouTube. She's actually streaming right now. Deacon Vlad, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'll put my links in the YouTube chat. I'll put one for Lanzirelli and I'll put one for Patrick Richards.
Thank you. I also let Pat your mod, and Ari's a mod over there too, if you want to do that. All right. Have you ever modded on YouTube for? There you go. Appreciate all you guys out there. I appreciate all the mods, and all the chats that they're like, mods are so welcoming on Twitch. It's like a super important thing. Although I had my first unwelcoming thing happen the other day on Twitch, which I thought was really odd. It was the first time I was in someone's chat, and I'm not going to say who it is. It's some big time streamer that the first time I came across. And I just thought I'd say hello and cheers. And apparently that was rude. I needed to say hello to that person before I said anything, or before I walked in the room, because I deleted my comment. Like, I'm like, oh, this is not the room for me. That's how I figured that out. But that was okay. It was nice of him to share that with me right away before I wasted time.
There's so many welcoming communities on Twitch.
There is. There's
amazing. Got time for that.
I'm like, I'm so glad they just showed me their colors right away. See, that's why I'm like, oh, thank you. I love it. So, Lanzi, did you just started streaming, right? Or have you been streaming for a bit?
I've been streaming since like October, maybe November. But I've streamed like twice before. It was just video games. But as far as what I'm doing now, I've been playing a scary game. I played a scary game. I played a frog detective game. I'm playing this really trippy game right now. It's called Hylix, and it is weird, and I really like it. Apparently, sorry, Twitch. Apparently, this trippy game is very similar to Earthbound, so I'll eventually be getting an emulator and playing Earthbound. Yeah, I played on High Vibes a couple weeks ago, and we played Fortnite with Patrick Richards, Desfinata Music, and Oak Daddy DJs. Oak Daddy DJs is in chat right now. I'm gonna give him a shout out. And
while you're giving him a shout out, I'm gonna pack up another bowl. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm heating up over here trying to. I was gonna say, give Oak Daddy a shout out, because he's another amazing DJ to go listen to. My audience that doesn't know him, it's a real nice, chill, relaxing vibe. I appreciate him.
Fantastic.
And I appreciate your community that you're building, Pat. I so appreciate your community. It is so welcoming, so just awesome over there. And it's a Discord community, by the way, and we're going to talk about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, I didn't intentionally do that. Whistleface had rated me one Tuesday. I was talking to Tacosaurus Mex, another fantastic DJ, and another one of my mods, and she was like, Whistle has these Discord chats. You should hop in them. Give it a try. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. I totally vibed, and I did it for a few Saturdays. I was like, well, maybe our stream could do it on like a Friday. Maybe we have enough people in our community who would be about that. And then we did it on a Friday, and it was an absolute party. And then we had a regular stream Monday. I didn't really think much of it aside from, I'm excited for next Friday, like this upcoming Friday. And I think Cthulhu had like a work from home day, and Cthulhu was just like, I'm gonna hop in Discord on a Tuesday afternoon. And this is like I was still streaming at like 10 a.m. on Tuesdays, and just a bunch of people had popped in, and then it literally from there on out it became an everyday kind of thing, or at least every stream. And then yeah, I don't know, we kind of just chill, it seems, most every day, or if it's not here on Saturdays, we definitely bop over to the High Vibes crew. Definitely spend greater majority of most of my Saturdays after thrifting, kind of just chilling over there and chilling with the High Vibes homies. I don't know. The Discord thing has taken on legs of its own that I didn't even know about, and I've made even deeper, more meaningful connections through Discord, because you get to. Initially, it was just kind of like an on-stream thing, and then we would hang out after stream, and the late night bants and conversations. Also, the cheers is going off. I'm chong it. So cheers.
Yeah. I already took my hit because when those bangers are warm, you got to hit it. Hit it when it's ready. Don't want to reheat it. Yeah, that Discord has been so amazing over there. I so appreciate that community. Everybody kind of has their own Discord, but as far as like actually hanging out and actually, being on video, a lot of people aren't really welcoming, and it's hard to be on video for some people, and when there's only a few people on video, it's really scary for other people on video. And I love that you brought up Whistleface, because I have to go back there, because that's actually how I found you. And I know some other people are saying that's how they also found you in chat. And Whistleface is another amazing DJ that's on Twitch, for people that don't already know. And that is actually how I found Pat. He has a hangout on Twitch as on DJ or on Discord as well. And you can just go hang there, and people are bebopping, or some people are up and dancing. I won't, we got some amazing dancers. RX is amazing dancers in Pat's stream, and he hangs out there and Whistleface every now and then. There's some really good dancers. I'm almost embarrassed to stand up and try to dance, but I might try it someday. But anyways, it's so fun though. I just really, it's, cannabis is healing to me, and so is music. And so I really appreciate these amazing, high vibe places to hang out. So talking about high vibes, let's talk about high vibes. High vibes, we're going to have Space Taco on soon, because we've already talked about it. We just haven't set up a date yet. So that's our next interview, probably coming up soon. Hopefully we can get Lanzirelli to join us again. That'd be another one. We could do a cross-platform.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah. So we're going to interview her and talk about her high vibes. We could hit on that for a little bit. Do you want to talk about that? Either one of you? Go ahead.
Right. Just like an awesome, literally every Saturday collective of literally phenomenal DJs. And I mean, what's more that, we all kind of basically get stoned while we DJ and play music, and just good communal people. Like if you like that, if you like what's going on over here and Tara Lee's channel, you're gonna like what's going on. It's vice versa. It's going back on the word we started with, cross-pollination. The High Vibes Raid Train really helps so much cross-pollinate so much of the community, and so really important, I feel like, part of what we all got going on here on Twitch.
The High Vibes Raid Train, just for people on YouTube that don't really understand what a raid train is. A raid train is when a stream is streaming and they're gonna end soon, so they take all of their viewers and put them in another stream. So the raid train is just a bunch of streamers doing that at scheduled times. There's music, there's video games, there's been cooking by Cthulhu, and hopefully more in the future. The whole point of High Vibes is to spread, basically make sure that there is no stigma for cannabis, that cannabis users can and do many things. Space Taco Vibes is an amazing person. She put together High Vibes. She created it, and it is an amazing community that we've got going on with it. Lately there's been like 90 to 100 viewers every single stream throughout the whole train. We're just all hanging out, listening to music, watching games. Yes, there are creators, there's a lot of artists that have been on before. Hopefully we have more in the future. I think it is such an amazing community, and everybody is so welcoming, so loving. It is just a really cool thing to get people together.
And they just had their 100th anniversary 100 times.
Yes, 100 streams,
Times. That's a
100
commitment.
weeks in a row. Isn't that crazy?
That's a commitment. It is.
So cool.
Yeah. Just like, Pat's a commitment, how long have you been doing your 3 days a week or your 4 days? Is it 3 days a week? 4 days a week? What do you do?
I do 4 days a week, and I've been doing 4 days a week. Well, I at one point I was doing 5, but I've been doing at least 4 days a week for a little over 2 years now. And yeah, it's showing up every, I like it, it's a two-way street of I like to show up for the community, and the community shows up so consistently, and it's just like, I don't know, it holds me accountable, and with the consistency that I do it, it also forces me to keep it fresh, because there are so many homies that literally chill start to end like 4 days a week. So I like to really like make sure that it stays feeling fresh every single time. And like, I don't know. I love what I do. I wouldn't want to be doing anything else in the world. It brings me the greatest joy. I would sit at whatever day job I had, just kind of wanting to do this to a degree. I thought I wanted this grandeur thing of hopping on planes every single day. And like, while I do, want to tour and do a little bit of traveling with this, to do it to the level in which it's sustainable, it's insane how much, like, I have friends that have done it even for small stints, long stints. Like, it's you're getting paid to like constantly be in travel, and to have a space where I can just create that, I could do the same thing. And it don't get me wrong, playing to a big crowd obviously adds a lot to it, but there's a difference between playing to, like, even if you're playing to a giant crowd of, I've played to some 2,000 person crowds. It's crazy and it's cool, but how many of the people are genuinely there because they're passionate music lovers versus they got dragged there by somebody who didn't want to go alone, or it's just where the party's at and that's where they're out that night, or they're just, a party type person. Like, I'm connected to passionate music lovers like throughout the week, and it goes back on just wanting to, I didn't know that I wanted to find that kind of community or that kind of connection. I just kind of wanted to, DJ. I wanted to watch DJs. I wasn't expecting the world of friendships that I've made along the time doing this. Like, it's bonkers.
Wow, you brought up such great points. The part about like you're just DJing at a party, and like that's so true. Like, how many times do we really even know the DJ? Like, we didn't go there for the DJ. Like, it's like not. Yeah, that's so crazy. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Very good points. I love it. Lanzi, anything to add on top of that? You have such a beautiful smile, and I love that frog behind you, by the way. That's
Thank you so much. You're so sweet. So yeah, I'm just gonna say that the Twitch community has completely changed my life. Completely. I started listening to Sahar, and then I broke my pinky, and I was off work because I have to type for work. So I was off work for a while while I was healing, and I did a lot of Twitch during that time. And basically, I I I was like I said, I was watching a lot of Twitch. I was staying up really, really late. I was just kind of doing what I needed to do for healing, like sleeping, but also that meant I was like staying up late because I was just sleeping whenever. So I got a lot of DJs in. I got a lot of music in. I met a lot of different people on Twitch. We went in Discord. One of the first people I met in Discord was Tacosaurus Mex again. I met her and she is the most amazing person. She's so sweet, so welcoming, just an amazing person. And after that, I would try to like join Martino Eduardo's DGen discords on Thursday, or it was like one Thursday a month where we would get together and everybody would just stay up late as hell and hang out. And it was a lot of fun. What up, Ethan Dub? So I got really into it, and I was also listening to a lot of music for the first time. Like I had never heard some of this stuff before. Like Pat introduced me to this type of dubstep that I'd never heard of before, which is just like down tempo and amazing. And I'd never heard of that. I'd never heard that in my life. And it was such a different thing that was going on in my brain because of this music. And really, with the music, all of the music that I had been really listening to, a lot of house music, it was so positive, and everybody that I was talking to was positive, and I felt like I had not had that personally in a long time. Most things that I was perceiving as negative, and so it was a really, really, really positive thing for me. And I really didn't have any goals with my life at the time either. So it just being in my space, because I'm healing, I'm not working, I'm just like listening to this music. I'm processing a lot of feelings that I just like kind of put off. And it was a big deal. So I'm consuming a lot of weed because I'm healing. I'm just like it's like all of these things are happening. I'm just healing. And it really made me feel a different way. And I kind of just realized like I have to do something with myself. Like I have to do something to be happy. So that's kind of how Twitch has changed me. Like it really, really helped me. And it still does help me get through a lot of things in my life, just because I have a place to be, and I have a place to come and hang out with my friends and listen to music. That is so dope.
Ah,
It is so dope. It is
I
so
think
dope.
let's smoke about that one.
I'm already packed and ready.
Sure. You know, it is a very positive place. Yeah, you said it. Karma. Karma. Yeah, karma. Winning that painting, the print that I'm gonna get, the Gandalf that you guys brought me into. We followed another Twitch.
That was so
babe.
cool.
Crazy, crazy.
That nice lady is a fantastic streamer as well. I love what she does. I love the just, it seems like she brings her whole self and doesn't hold anything back. We're going to be doing a collab stream sometime soon. We both keep kind of missing each other. But it's soon to be set up. It was so awesome that you nailed that, because it's just the way karma, the world, universe, it all works. Cheers on that note. Hey,
Yeah,
nice
and I'm thinking, yeah, beautiful hat. I was thinking also like, hey, maybe that's the next interview after that, you know, just lining one app up after another. Like this is just how this is like working, you know? It's just, you know, we'll see. We'll see where the flow goes. And I just love that. That's one thing that cannabis has done for me. It's you know, it's like literally, you know, that take time and smell the roses. It literally has done that for me. Cheers, everyone out there. Hope you're having a fabulous night tonight. You got any shout outs over there you need to do, Lanzi, in a bit? Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. I see Deacon's joined over there on YouTube. Thanks guys for joining my YouTube chat. Susie Sherlock's joining the house. How you doing? Diggity dank, what's up? How y'all doing?
Shout out water. Please excuse me as I go grab another water bottle.
Go for it. Water. Got water. Gotta
Ethan
have water.
Dub, thank you so much for joining my chat. Can we get a shout out for Ethan Dub? Cthulhu, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Ethan Dub. Appreciate you so much. I'm also going to shout out Cthulhu. Ebert, Gotkin out of Lurk, thank you guys for joining. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Halligan, thank you so much for the bits.
So I have to say, Twitch is definitely an ADHD dreamer, like like dream, like ADHD.
Yeah.
Like, if you like emotes, oh my God, you're gonna love Twitch. Okay, if you're only on YouTube right now and you haven't experienced Twitch and you like emotes, oh my gosh, it's your place. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Do you guys want to talk about that a little bit?
Tara Lee, I want to talk about what's your favorite stoner snack? What's your favorite snack? You're super duper baked. And I'm asking both of the chats, both the Twitch and YouTube chats. What are your favorite stoner snacks? Because when I grabbed water, I was like, damn, I'm hungry. And I totally grabbed some golden Oreos. Were my sweet treat to grab when I was food shopping this week.
I've really tried to change. I've really tried to, because of the cancer thing. I've tried to limit sugars, and so I've tried to like really go like to honey and try to stay away from a lot of those. But when I do stuff, it's chocolate. You know, now I try to go to the dark chocolates or something that doesn't have a lot in it. But I like
popcorn. I was expecting popcorn. You sent so much popcorn.
Popcorn's great. I like those are like great snacks, right? They're healthier snacks. Yeah, popcorn is really a good one. But I get it stuck in my teeth, so I got to be careful on that one. The kombucha though has really been kind of a treat for me. I like the different flavors. I put it over ice, and and I put it in a wine glass. I also love that in a wine glass. So if you think I'm drinking wine, it's always just really my fermented kombucha. So, and there are kombuchas out there that are alcohol and non-alcohol. I am drinking the non-alcohol. I do not care for the alcohol ones. They're not my thing. They're just too much like wine. And if I want wine, I'll go drink a nice bottle of wine. So that's where I draw the line on that. But Lanzi, Lanzirelli, what's your snack? What's your snack to go to?
Well, Patrick Richards has shown me the way to Doritos. I really like the Tapatios Doritos. We don't have them here, so I have to order them on Amazon. And it's worth it every time. So those are dope. Eights, what up? Thank you for joining my chat. Thank you for resubbing earlier. I also have been really into ginger beer. This is the one I'm drinking now. It's Appalachian ginger beer. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I really like more the ones that are stronger on the ginger side. This one's not as much, but it's still ginger beer. That's my
I'm gonna get you
to
I'm gonna get you to make a ginger bug with me.
Hell yeah.
Make our own. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah.
Oh, and Rice Krispie treats. That's the other thing.
Thank God I don't have those in my house. I would eat. Actually, I have.
It's dangerous.
I have some in my house, but the ones in my house have THC in them, so I don't eat them.
That makes sense.
I should have sent them to you. Yeah. I think we've had an amazing time tonight. There's like so many questions that I had for you guys over here. I feel like I feel like I want to answer. I want to ask them next time. There's a few more. I'm going to make you come back. I'm going to make both of you guys come back sometime because I do have a few more
Sounds
questions. But I do
fantastic.
want to say before we end the night, what do you feel like both of you? I'm gonna ask Lanzi first. Let the female go first here. Beautiful woman go first here. And we're gonna ask her what's maybe something that you would like people to know about you that you've never got to tell people, something you'd like to share. And maybe your thought of what you'd like to see happen in the future. What's your next dream going forward? And then we'll let Pat go next up. Go ahead.
Really, my dream moving forward is to become my best self. I I have a couple goals. I don't really want to share any of them yet, but yeah, I'm working on myself mostly. That's like my dream. I feel like that's how I need to kind of move forward personally. But yeah, as far as sorry, I am stoned. Wow, the last one got me. What was the initial question, please?
Dude, your answer could not have been more beautiful. I just say like self love is so important. That's the healing journey.
Yeah.
Like you don't even have to say anymore. The self love. Yeah, that's literally, we all need to work on that today. And if we all loved ourselves so much, more, how much, more would we love and put love out in the world today?
That's really what I I love you guys so much. Like this whole community, like I said earlier, has completely changed my perspective in life, and I I would love to give my love to every single one of you, but it's really hard if I don't have it inside me first. So that's really that's like I want to spread my love and I want to be able to do that. And so that's currently that's my dream is to be able to do that. I really want to just continue trying to do what I feel I need to do. So
That's beautiful. I love it. So well said. Pat? God, I don't know. Do you want to go after that? Sorry.
I want to complete a pack. I want to complete my 151 set of Pokemon is what I want to do. No, yeah, I'm in the same boat as like my goals are like I don't really kind of share them as much as I just kind of like aspire to do them. Speaking is one thing. Um, doing every day is another, you know what I mean? I just kind of want to be my best self and double down on exactly what Lanzi said. It's all of that, all of that, all of that, and it's kind of like what I tried to lead with thanks and lead with love and continue pushing that forward because we have to. It feels good and we have the capability and we have a platform to do so. So like doing more of that. Nailed it. Snailed it.
That's so beautiful. If you want to put your Discord link in my chat as well, those that are following Discord, you can go right over there and get linked into that Discord. Or, after we go, give me probably later till tonight or tomorrow morning, I'll get all the links in there and hopefully all the links will be in there. But if you do go to Pat's Instagram or Lanzi's Instagram, they all have all the links in there. That's the thing that's so cool about like you guys have your shit together on your pages. Like you have all your links there and you got all your gear and your merch. And it's so cool. Oh, Pat's merch. Oh, that little hand signal thing that Lanzi's got on her head there, right there. You can get a slap if you come and hang out there in Discord. He'll send you out a slap. You know how you stoners like slaps. Get over there and get your slap. So anyways.
Discord. We do free slaps for Discord.
There you go. See, I was right. It's been an amazing night, you guys. I just want to end on such a high note. It's such an amazing time with you guys. I'm going to make these guys come back on. We're going to get them back on again. I know it. Because hey, they got my weed. They have to. No, I'm just joking.
We're hostages.
Do it. No, I was joking. But thanks everybody again for joining tonight. I really appreciate you. I'll be back on soon. I got more people to interview and love you all. There you go. Lanzi, do you want to say any final words to all your people? Oh, you got to raid off. Oh, who? I'll hear Lanzi do your raid thing. Do you want to raid?
No, I can do it after your part is done. I can switch over and I can
Go ahead. Let's end. We're gonna end it. We're gonna end it like Lanzi ends her stream. So all you
okay. All right.
to hear Lanzi end her stream, and this is how they landed over there. Go ahead.
All right, let's go. So first we have to pick a raid target.
I got you.
Okay.
No, that's okay. We can talk a little bit. You don't have to end right away.
You can do it. I think
that one.
I don't know.
I'll give you options. I'll give you options. Talk to
your
chat.
Of course. Yes, of course.
Before we
yes, of course.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, of course. Yes. Okay. So we've picked a raid target. The next thing we do is we type raid the person in the chat. And then we also do the raid stamps. The raid stamps are emotes, and basically you could just copy and paste the emotes. You copy it in my chat. When you get to the next chat, you paste it. So my raid stamp is a frog running. So just do that. And yeah, so we're gonna raid Greg Boy.
Tara Lee, thank you again for having us. This is really cool. I'm looking at like the YouTube chat. I'm looking at the mod chat over here. This has been a really cool integration, cross-pollination. More of it, please.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Thank you so much for having us on.
We will have more.
Big love to both the chats. Appreciate y'all sharing your time and energy.
Yes. Thank you guys. Better together. That's right, Spawn of Goats. All right, y'all. Have a good night.